type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' get it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been go get it. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's Walker to start the drive. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This defense for the Colts, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And with the playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum because they pitched a shutout last week, and I don't care who you're playing. That's not easy to do at this level, and they're playing their best football at the right time of year.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
To avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Burrow. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Texans at 11-5 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
11.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Really early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11, 11, 11.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Weiss. He finds his man. Complete. That's Robertson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. That'll be a gain of 16, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dawson Knox, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Colts 7, Texans nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs. And
confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, mighty. 11, mighty.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Anderson loses the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They had 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Following the fumble recovery, Weiss on the move, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
It's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 41 yards rushing for it as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
11 MT.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards in this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
11 Thomas.
Burrow will throw. Returning right back to Lockett. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On one, ready?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. 28 score.
On one, ready? 11 minus. 12.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Burrow. He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready and looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws, guys.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7, and it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Returnable here from the 38. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A good pickup there at 22.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep your defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Barkley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Twice. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack.
Led the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping under pressure again, and down he goes again. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Gould is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
And you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
12, 11 mighty.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, Burrow. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way. If they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1, right?
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
11, 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here we go.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Now Burrow. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
On 1, ready? 11, 11, 11, 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go, here we go.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Burrow on play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On 1, ready?
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12.
And Burrow going to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Haskins now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Weiss being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute, because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Gould is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. They're on the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Flushed out right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd down at 4. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. third down. Here's Walker. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
11.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And Walker has it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Thomas.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
11 Thomas. 11. 11 Mighty.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers, both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. An out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
11 Thomas.
He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And they go play action now. Burrow. He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
12.
Play action. It's Burrow. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Get set.
Now Burrow on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A well-executed 22-yard gain. To another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers. It's largely been the air attack that's getting them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
12.
Walker once more, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Kenneth Walker with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it?
tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go, here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
11.
Burrow from his own end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here we go.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and forever.
11 MT.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. This complete to Lockett. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15.
A gain of 12 yards brings up 4th down.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And this one is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Haskins. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
On 2, ready?
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Gun.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
11, mighty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Here we go.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. To the air again, Burrow. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration in body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Colts are going to get the football back at their own 17. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call the timeout here defensively. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11. 11 Thomas. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Burrow on play action. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
11 empty. 11 empty.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Gun. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. This is the tight end fan. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find,
Here we go.
Plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They go play action with Burrow. Across the formation, he finds Godwin.
Here we go.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
11.
Now Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. 11 empty tape.
A final shot now for Burrow.